What's up, everyone? This is Brooks for you, and today we have one of the things I've waited for LEGO to make the longest, and that is the Tantive 4 boarding scene in LEGO. So yeah, let's get right into it. So here's the set out of box. Now I'm not typically a big original trilogy set fan, but this is one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. Taking a look at the major play feature of the set, we can just see over here a little lever, and moves the door to the exploded out version when the stormtroopers and Vader are entering. And then a couple other little play features, such as you can have your rebel fleet troopers, and poor guys, get absolutely destroyed. And you can also have your stormtroopers here, and your stormtroopers can die. And then, of course, we have just Captain Antilles and Vader in the hallway. And there is a piece included. I'll show it when I'm looking at the figures. But you can actually have Captain Antilles slightly suspended, like he's being choked. And there is a face trap. We'll take a look at that in a second when we look at the figures. Just move Vader to the side. This hallway is really well detailed. I just love all the panel detailing. I want to buy multiples of these, make a big Tantive 4 interior. Just play around with figures, and it looks great. It meets all my expectations for this set. But yeah, now let's look at this pile of figures. We have two fleet troopers similar to what I've gone before. I think, in fact, these might be the same from the Yavin 4 set. I have about 4 similar of these guys from the Advent calendar I did a couple years ago, along with the 2008 one or something. So they have the exact same face on both, just angry on the other side. What's weird is this right here is black on both these figures, where on earlier versions it was flesh colored. I do not know why they decided to change it, but they did. Of course, we have Captain Antilles, who is confident on this side, and then is getting choked out by Vader on the other side. We have this Stormtrooper, who has this face underneath, not double-sided, unfortunately. This is my first time getting this new Stormtrooper body. It is really nice. Still not a huge fan of the helmet, though. And then the other Stormtrooper just has the very, very basic face. Then we have the Darth Vader with arm printing, same back printing. We've seen this figure a decent amount now with this face. So yeah, now let me go and grab the little clear piece so you can make Captain Antilles look like he's being choked by Vader, which is a very mature detail for the set. Now, I said mature, it really is not, but it's more just that it's morbid. But then again, this is a scene that is all about Vader coming in, slaughtering a bunch of guys, and, well, we all know the rest. However, there is one part of this that I haven't taken a look at, and that is because it's my least favorite part of the set. You know what's coming. This both makes me really happy and very sad, and that is the Fives figure. On one hand, I'm very happy to have him. On the other hand, I'm not a huge fan of the helmet. Now, I know, I complain about helmet holes. I'm not complaining about it here. We've heard that argument before. It is settled. LEGO's doing helmet holes. There's no point in complaining about it pretty much anymore. But more just that the helmet itself, I'm not a huge fan of it. I've seen some great replacement helmets that I do plan to give this figure, and then I am pretty happy. I do wish there was a waist comma, but again, LEGO's not going forward with that choice. I respect that. Personally, for my figures, how I like them, I will buy a comma to use on it. However, frankly, I'm fine with LEGO out of the box doing this. This is the way they want to go. It's not the way I want them to go. But guess what? It's really more on me that I just don't like it. So that's the only reason I'm not a huge fan of this guy. But he does have arm printing. That is so cool. And again, there's a custom face. I mean, my complaints about the helmet and no comma aside, this is a good figure. And even though, again, this top pauldron hasn't been the best at me for creasing, I think what I'm going to do is actually flip this around, have this under the helmet bracket for a while. But the back printing, very basic. But again, I am more happy that they made this figure than anything else, because I'm like, Again, it might not be to my standards, but at least they made him, you know? And, just having a Fives minifigure that is official is so cool, because obviously I like stuff like Clone Army Customs. I will always like stuff like Clone Army Customs. That doesn't mean that, the Lego version's any less special. It's special because, oh my god, Lego made it. My Clone Army Customs Bly is like my favorite minifigure ever, just ever. That doesn't mean I wouldn't be absolutely stoked when Lego makes one. Because, well, Lego's taking a shot at it. It might not be my favorite. I might still prefer a Clone Army Customs one. But that doesn't, diminish just the cool factor of Lego having done it. So, yes, let's reset up this little scene and put Fives off to the side. And again, he has the printed base. So yes, that's kind of my thoughts when it comes to Fives. I think a lot of people make a big deal about it. And again, it's not to my liking. It's not to my standards. But, I'm thankful to be in a hobby where we can, go like, oh, I don't like the company did this. And we have the resource in this community to go and make it perfect. Clone Army Customs, Aerialite, Toynak, Grandpa Clone Customs, Mayday Figures, Phoenix Customs, Bagel Studio. All these people have taken what Lego's provided to us, and just taken it to a whole other level. And that is why I love Lego, is because even though the Lego group doesn't always do what I want them to do, they have created the perfect system. And it is perfect because they've given us the tools. Now we can do whatever we want with it. But that is my thoughts. I'm going to make a video on that at some other point, because I do think the community complains about a lot of things. I agree with a lot of things the community complains about, but I do not always think it's Lego's problem, if that makes any sense. But yeah. However, just looking at this set, thoughts on everything else aside, it is amazing. It is the best original trilogy set that is play scale, in my opinion, at this point in time. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.